Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
On behalf of BVO Boxing TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon. Don't forget to grab your Raycon Everyday Earbuds, the perfect bass model for premium sound, with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They're ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit rayconglobal.com. That's rayconglobal.com and elevate your listening experience.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy BVO Boxing, man, the Kappa regime of boxing. Um, Coming live from God's favorite place in the world, Cleveland, Ohio. I got my man Puerto Rican Free. You know, he looking like Lonzo today. I hope he don't beat nobody. Yeah. And shout out to
Hey,
my
what's
man
good?
Rico, aka Prize Curly Top. What's
Yeah,
going on, man? How y'all doing?
what's
It's
good? What's
cracking.
good?
Salute, brothers.
So we got a real big question today. We done seen, T.O. super racist coward. We seen Ryan Garcia super racist coward. Show that they down with Turkey Al Sheik. You know, the American Dream, everybody's favorite. America's own Devin the American Dream Haney is down with Turkey. So I gotta ask you guys a question. I'm gonna start with my man Rico because I know he's a nut. Do you guys think that Tank Davis missed the bus? Because look like he'll never fight these guys now. What do you guys think?
No, I mean Tank gonna do what he wants to do, you know, and he's one of the faces, between him and Canelo, like they the only ones. I ain't gonna say the only ones, but they getting money, doing what they doing, So if Turkey, I don't say he missed the bus because they still gonna want to fight with Javante because it's a good payday, it's a good look, it'll be a unification match. So I'm gonna say no. He didn't miss no bus. He gonna do whatever he wants to do. Maybe he go over there. Maybe he stands on 10 toes and don't go over there. So that's up to him. It's up to him how he wants to do his career. So I ain't gonna say he left the bus. He's making pretty damn good money.
Yeah, I'm a agree with Prize. I don't think he missed the bus because the one thing that we know about Turkey, um, he's only putting on fights that people wants to see. So yeah, these fighters went over there to make certain fights or whatever. But once those fights are over and done with, they're not going to be getting a call from Turkey to fight a nobody. They're not going to be getting a call from Turkey to fight, let's say, a prospect or somebody that's coming up that nobody really knows. Turkey is only putting on fights that he believes the fans want to see or the fights that he actually wants to see. So once those fights are over and done with, those guys are going to be still looking to get those paydays. And Tank Davis said basically, I don't need Turkey to get a payday. I'm doing fine over here. I don't need to go over there to get a payday. So I don't think he missed out on anything. And even still, let's say Tank decides he does want to do business with Turkey. Turkey's not going to turn away from Tank Davis. He knows Tank Davis is one of the biggest names in the sport of boxing. He's not going to say, "No, I don't want to do business with Tank," because remember, Canelo didn't want to do anything with Turkey neither. And then Canelo decided he do want to do something with Turkey. Turkey said, "Okay, we can make a fight with you." So I don't think that Tank Davis missed out on anything. I think Tank Davis is going to do the things the way he wants to do it, and I mean nobody else is going to change his mind. Now, if he decides you say, okay, you know what? PBC is not giving me the bag that I want, or Amazon is not giving me the bag I want. Turkey said, "Here, give me this bag. Let me go talk to Turkey and see what he's talking about." He can always change his mind, because that's the one thing about being a human being. We always change our mind at some point. So we might feel strongly about something one day, and then another day something happens and you decide to change your mind. Ain't nobody gonna say, "Oh, Tank Davis going over there dealing with Turkey. That's bad for boxing." No, they're gonna be happy that Tank is going over there doing business with Turkey.
Yeah.
What you got on this, brother Crush? Because I think I got a great take on this.
First of all, shout out to everybody, to my brothers, Prize and D Free. Shout out to everybody in the panel. I'm in the chat. Share this out, let them know we're about to do this great cook. We appreciate it. First of all, who is Turkey Al-Sheikh? This man is getting too much praise for nothing. So to say that he's missing a bus, I believe Tank Davis' career started way before Turkey Al-Sheikh, just as well as the rest of these fighters. He don't need no Turkey Al-Sheikh, and I don't think they do neither, but they need to try to figure out business here. But see, the thing is, they so daggone spoiled. And these guys everybody problem is they want more than what the heck they really worth, your favorite fighter or not. This is the problem in boxing. That's why I said you got to watch what you put out there, and they listen to us. We are their voice, not mass media at all. So we have to take a big blame in this, fanboys and fangirls. Yes, I'm talking to all of you. And this is the situation that we are in right now. And to sit here on this very night and say that American fighter needs some dude who don't mean anything good to none of their careers is blasphemy. And I must laugh at it. None of these dudes need him. They need to up their daggone worth. And that's all I got.
Leave it up to my man Juicy J to come up with something crazy. But that's why I respect Crush and Free and definitely my man Prize. But salute to everybody coming in. Please smash the like button, man. Let everybody know BVO is back, man. Back to do some damage. We doing some good things. But I think it's great. I'm so happy to have Turkey Al-Sheikh in the business of boxing. He's changing lives. And guess what? When he goes away, we're going to keep going. When HBO went away, we kept going. When Showtime went away, we kept going. So I'm thanking God for Turkey, because I think you're getting some big fights you probably wouldn't have got. There's a good chance you wouldn't see Kid Austin fighting Shakur Stevenson next. Probably wouldn't see that. But Kid Austin's getting enough money. Shout out to Bernard Hackett saying this. He got enough money to where, hey, we can take this chance. We can do something. One thing I'll never forget was seeing my man, Brother Schofield, so excited when he got that offer from Turkey Sandwich. And he was like, yeah, we fighting Shakur next. Yeah, we ready. And you know what's funny? What happens if he goes in there and beats him to death? I love it. And the funny thing about it is, shout out to Oscar De La Hoya for doing what he always do. Snuck in there with two of his fighters to get some more of that turkey cheese. He got a co-main event. Got that coward Ryan Garcia fighting Rolly Romero, which I can't wait for that press conference, man. I cannot wait to hear Rolly in that press conference, because even though he be getting beat to death lately, Rolly to me is box office. I love me some Rolly Romero, man. And let's not forget, Jose Ramirez only got 2 losses. And one thing about Jose Ramirez, he beat one of my favorite fighters that was coming up. You guys might not be familiar with him, a guy named Amir Iman, the young master. Beat him to death on a late night. That was one of Don King's, last fighters that he was bringing on. And Jose Ramirez, I'm telling you, people don't know, he got a nasty left hand, and he might give Devin the American Dream all he can handle. I don't think he can beat the American Dream, but that card is fire. I'm excited about that card. I can't remember if that's the one with Efe Ajagba on it and Martin Bacoli, the African George Foreman. Yo, say what you want. It's gonna be a action-packed fight. You got your boy Ryan Garcia going against Rolly. It's gonna be Mexican pizzas and tacos everywhere. But them brothers gonna throw. And people don't know Rolly got power. Rolly got power. That's the only guy I ever heard Tank say, yeah, Rolly can punch. Rolly can punch. But let me ask you guys this, because I see you guys are kind of like a little bit split on this. Why is everybody bringing all the pressure on Al Heyman to compete with Turkey? Is he the only promoter that matters? Let me ask you guys that.
No, he's the only promoter that they hating on. And I pass the mic.
No, I think everybody want Al Heyman to either get down with Turkey or compete with Turkey because they know Al Heyman has some of the biggest stars on his side of the field. So in order for their fighters to be able to get in the mix with some of those guys and not have to sign a deal with PBC or do a dual promotion with PBC, they want Al Heyman to get down with Turkey. But the thing is, Al Heyman is going to continue to do business the way he sees fit, and as long as it's bringing money to Amazon and to PBC, Al Heyman is going to keep doing things the way he does it. Because I don't know if y'all paid attention, but Amazon got a lot of cars coming up real soon. We got like 4 or 5 free cars coming up. So everybody was asking, when is Amazon going to be able to, when they're going to put fights on? They got quite a few cars coming up shortly.
Yeah, and you know the thing I'll say, and I'm gonna ask my man Prize this, because one thing about Prize, he don't put it out there, but he's a historian of this game too. You remember when Jab Judah fought Baltimore?
Mm-hmm.
You know the thing I always would say, before that fight was made, I thought Zab was gonna beat the life out of Baltimore.
Yeah.
But what did Baltimore do? Baltimore had Zab running. He shut his back.
But Zab also said he didn't have the best training camp.
But I'm just saying, doesn't that always my question is this. You don't know what you get until they fight, right?
Facts.
So why are people hating on Turkey and he giving you the fights that's not so much, they're not just a foregone conclusion? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Top
I don't
Rank
think they're hating. Go ahead,
Top Rank gives you the worst cards in the game because you already know who's going to win. But when it comes to PBC, it's a little bit better. The Zone to me is the most fair. But what do you guys think about almost getting mostly 50-50 fights from Turkey Sandwich?
All I say is, like, you're going to have people, to answer your question, you're going to have people, half the people, like Bentley said, it's 50-50. Half the people going to be in, half the people going to not be in. Or you're going to have people like me that's kind of, like in Bentley, like halfway in, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Because if you get Crush up here, Crush don't like it. D Free doesn't care for it because, again, D Free's point is that he likes to go to the fights. We go to the fights. Like the fight just got announced with Boots and Stanionis. Like I'll be there in Atlantic City. You know, that's my hometown. So I'm in there. I'm out there. So I get what Free say. I get where Crush stance is. So me, I just want to see the fights, but I also don't like watching them at 5 p.m. That's whack. You know, but that's not to say Turkey doesn't put any cards in America. Maybe he's going to have to keep us honest, you know, because he's going to have to come over here. Maybe he doesn't think he does, but he's done it before, so he'll be back. So that's why I'm kind of just watching. And D Free make another good point when he said that, is he in it for the long haul? We don't know. You know what I mean? Because, you know, he's embedded on other things. So, you know, if the Prince say no more funding for this, but, you know, I doubt it because it looks like they got something going on because they are putting on some good cards. But I understand both sides. I understand the people that feel like Crush and Free, and I understand the people that feel like Bentley, you know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I think like I said, the if the Prince believe that they are benefiting from this, he might stick around for a while. But if he said, okay, all we doing is paying out money, we're not getting nothing back in return. It's not like people say that they putting boxing over there for
tourism.
the tourism.
Yeah.
Well, if you're putting boxing over there for the tourism, why is there a certain list for fighters to be? I mean, for certain people able to go to those fights? why is it not open to the public? So if it's not open to the public, what are you really doing it for? I don't believe he's doing it for tourism. People say that that's what he's doing it for. I personally don't believe that, because if he was doing it for tourism, he would have it open to the public. You have to be on a list to go to those fights. That's why we see so many celebrities going over into that fight, because they on the list to go to those fights, because they not putting just anybody around the prince. They're not gonna do that. They put the select people around the prince. They want to make sure ain't nobody coming over there and trying to assassinate the prince or doing something crazy, blowing up the daggone venue or whatever. So they're going to put a select people around the prince, because the Turkey ain't the only one that's going there. The prince goes to those fights too when they over in Saudi Arabia. So they're not doing that for the public. They're doing that for their own amusement. They're doing that for their own entertainment. Once they get tired of it, they say, okay, we spent enough money on this. Let's move on to something else.
Yeah. But I guess they're using that as an excuse. Like, oh, well, they don't care about the money because they're just trying to get tour. I really don't care what they try to do over there. Because like I don't have no desire to go to Saudi Arabia, maybe Dubai, but I mean, I don't have no desire to go watch fights there, because when I go to the fights, I like to have a couple drinks. I like to cuss. You know what I mean? I like to be myself. And when you go there, none of that's cracking. So that, I understand where people, it's not jacking that. You know what I mean? I get it. You know what I mean? But I just want to see some fights, man. If they got to put them over Saudi Arabia so I can see Tank and Shakur or some of these fights that we want to see, then it is what it is. But I feel y'all, though.
They don't have.
Well, I think what they doing. I think what y'all saying is just complete. It's almost like it remind me of when kids go to Chuck E. Cheese and say, "I want to get a prize," but you ain't using your cards yet. They don't use the tokens no more. You ain't done using your card. So all we doing as fans is hearing so much complaining when we were hoping to get a unifier in boxing. We got it. Ring Magazine has been restored. Gotten away from Oscar, is back doing this thing, and he's actually putting promotions under Ring Magazine. So we haven't seen that since probably since the late 50s when Ring Magazine was putting up these things like that. So I'm excited about Turkey, but the most important thing, shout out to Bernard. Bernard Hackett said something that was pretty funny. Price said, how many fights you been to Floyd out of Floyd's 50? He said 2.
I said 1.
He said, you said 1. Okay, he said 1. And he said, so for the other 49, you watched them at home.
Right.
He said, yeah. And really, let's be honest. There's some fights we want to see, but if you want to see it bad enough, man, take your behind over to Saudi Arabia.
Man, nobody.
Hold on. I didn't interrupt you, brothers. Don't do that to me because I'm black.
Saudi Arabia.
Hold on.
I told you can't.
Hold on. Don't interrupt me because I'm black. Let me finish.
Go to Saudi Arabia to these fights.
Let me finish, Free. Let me finish. The thing you got to think about is this. There's the thing you got to think about. We say we wanted great fights. We getting them. You guys realize that Devin Haney's about to fight Jose Ramirez? That's a great fight.
It's not no great fight.
That's what? Are you crazy?
So Jose
unified champion.
Jose Ramirez is great. I wish y'all stop all this.
He's good. I said it's a great fight. It's a good fight. Every fight ain't gonna be number one. Hey, hold on, Crush. Every fight's not gonna be a super big time fight, but that's a solid fight, bro. Jose Ramirez. You said what?
It's a good fight. It's not a great fight. It's a good fight.
You know what kills me, man.
You know what it is, man. Shout out to my man, Brother Bernard, for saying this. It sounds good. Might even make you feel good. But that's a really good fight. Great, you can whatever colloquialism you want to use for it. That's a heck of a fight, dog. We talking about Jose Ramirez, former unified champion, going against Devin Haney after he just got beat to death by a steroid monster and racist Ryan Garcia. And then on top of that, they topping this off with one of my favorite guys to watch in the ring, Rolly Romero versus Ryan Garcia. I think Ryan's gonna beat him to death. But that's a heck of a fight. Those two fights are nice.
Let me ask you a question. When the last time you seen Jose Ramirez fight, BBO?
I seen him his last fight when he fought that little bitty dude. I can't remember his name, but
You saw the fight that he lost?
I seen him when he lost to Josh Taylor. He only got 2 losses.
No, he lost to daggone Aaron Barbosa.
That's 2. That's the second loss.
He
Aaron Barbosa's pretty good.
He got washed against Aaron Barbosa.
Salute to GD, man.
He got
Salute to
washed.
GD.
Hey,
Salute to my man Big Dre. Go ahead.
Let me say this. You and everyone else in boxing cracks me up. And this is what I mean by this. Nobody was saying this man's name. So now all of a sudden, y'all are the most fraudulent people. Y'all do this every time. Yeah, that's a good one. Why wasn't nobody talking about him? Nobody even did a "where has he been" video on this dude. Are you serious? Now all of a sudden coming out under the goddamn dinosaur egg. Jose Ramirez. And then you got somebody talking, he's the toughest opponent out there. Get on out of here, man. I'm going to start taxing you and everyone else with that nonsense, man. Y'all killing me.
Shout out to Billy. Shout out to Crush. Shout out to Billy. That brother said, I got to read this. Crush, you all know BVO love him some Black Jesus.
Hey, listen. I'm going to say this. BBO, you said if you want to fight, if you want to see the fight bad enough, you want to go bad enough, just go to Saudi Arabia. I already told you got to get invited. You can't just fly over to Saudi Arabia and go and purchase a ticket and go to the fight. It doesn't happen like that in Saudi Arabia.
Nope.
So it's not anybody can just go. I just told you it's not open to the public. It's not open to the public. So if it's a big fight, and we want to see that fight in person because we want to be there. We think it's going to be one of those fights we talk about for history, and we're not able to go. You're like, man, I couldn't even go to the daggone fight. I wanted to go. So it's not that easy where you can just say, oh, I'm going to hop on a plane and go to Saudi Arabia and go to this fight. No, it's not that easy.
I believe that. I hear what you're saying, but, man, shout out to Devin on taking that Jose Ramirez fight. That's a solid fight. That's a solid fight. Come back.
Oh, shout out to Devin. Here come the fluffing again.
Here we go.
Here come the fluffing again.
I don't think that's fair. I think it is a solid fight too, BBO.
Yeah.
No,
Tell these cats, man. Tell them the truth, baby boy.
I agree with nothing. I agree with what Crush said. I agree with what Crush said. But the thing is, it is a good fight and his comeback fight, because for him and me personally, if I was his trainer or I was in his camp, I would want to see where his head is at. We know Jose Ramirez is a pressure fighter and he has a decent punch. Mm-hmm. That is a good fight to come back to see where his head is at. If that fight that he had with Ryan has any effect afterwards. So putting him in there with Jose Ramirez is a good test for Devin coming back. Now to say it's a great fight, no, it's not a great fight. It's a good fight for a comeback fight to see where his head is at coming off the beating that he took from Ryan.
It's a confident builder, man. That's
Ben Israel, what up, my brother? Salute.
It's a confident builder. Everybody in the chat knows it's a confident builder fight. No one is saying this is a 50-50 fight. He's already being favored to win the fight. Let's stop the nonsense, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't got to do that. We ain't got to dance around this.
Hold on. Yes.
What?
Are we going to do this? Every fight can't be a big fight, man. Every fight can't be the big one, baby. Come on, man.
Listen, you put the words in my mouth, brother. I never said.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm just saying every fight can't be the big one. But let me kind of transition to this. Let me transition to this because I know how we get when we talk about certain fighters. But what do you guys think about? Lamont Peterson sound like he's pretty confident that he's gonna give us a good show.
Lamont Peterson.
Lamont Roach.
I'm thinking, oh my bad, Lamont Roach. My bad. But Lamont Rose, he gonna give us a good fight. Do you guys think is that just talk? Because I know he fought Tank a couple times in the amateurs, and he don't look scared of Tank. So do you think he'll actually give us a good fight? What you guys think?
Of course he will. Why wouldn't he?
I think he'll give us a good fight for as long as it lasted. I think Tank is going to figure him out, and once Tank figure him out, it's going to be okay. Can Lamont avoid the big punch from Tank Davis? Because I think Tank Davis is going to do what he normally does in fights. He's gonna feint something to see your reaction, or he's gonna throw a shot to see your reaction, and he's gonna take a mental note of it, and he's gonna come back to it later in the fight. And I think Lamont is up for the task because he's not afraid of Tank Davis. Even though Tank Davis has beat him twice in the amateurs, he's not afraid of Tank Davis because he knows Tank Davis from the amateurs. So he doesn't have that fear, because when Tank Davis was in the amateurs with Lamont Roach, Tank Davis wasn't looked as a big puncher, a knockout artist, because it was in the amateur. You fighting with bigger gloves, you got headgear on. He wasn't looked at as that then. So Lamont Roach looking at like, man, Tank Davis doesn't hit like that. Whatever. I don't know what these dudes are talking about. So he looking at Tank from when he knows Tank. But they both have grown since then. So I think he's going to come in there with confidence, the same way I believe Frank Martin came in there with confidence. It was just once you get hit with that shot, how do you react to it? Are you going to be able to still fight your style of fighting, or are you going to clam up and try not to get hit again with a big shot?
Well, let me do this real quick. We're going to take a quick little break to shout out our sponsor, man. Hold on, where did I put that? Hold on a second. Hold on, forgive me. I gotta see where I put that. But we want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, man. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this video loaded up. Sorry about that. But you know what I will say though? What I will say, you got a good point, Ben Israel. What if Jose go on there? I don't think he can, because we are talking about, as Bentley called it. I didn't say this. Bentley called him this. We talking about Black Jesus going in there. Now, if he goes in there and knocks out Black Jesus, that would be a heck of a thing, man. If we seen the American Dream get stopped by former unified champion Jose Ramirez, that would be huge, man. Do you think that's even possible? Let me play this clip and then we're going to come back.
On behalf of BVO Boxing TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon. Don't forget to grab your Raycon everyday earbuds, the perfect bass model for premium sound, with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They're ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit rayconglobal.com. That's rayconglobal.com and elevate your listening experience.
Said the fight is trash.
So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm gonna go to one of my favorite people, man, first. My man Prize, who used to sing backup for Carl Thomas. Go ahead, Prize.
Man, that's crazy. Now I was just reading the comments, and brother Zach B
I didn't see my guy. Salute to one of my mentors in the game, man. Southern T, man. Salute to my man. Southern
shout
T.
out T. Y'all go follow. Y'all go subscribe to Southern
There
T.
wouldn't be a BVO boxing without T. Without my man Just Do. Salute to both y'all cats for giving me a shot, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Let me read this comment, because brother Zach B said the fight is trash. Why is it solid? Y'all said Dev was pound for pound from 35 to 40, and Tank fights nobody, but Dev is fighting the best. Y'all hypocrites. Or he might not be like directly talking to us, but you know what I mean? Some people think that Ramirez. Some people think that Ramirez is he's been in the ring with a couple guys, so some people might give him a whole bunch of credit.
All the best fighters. He'd been in there with all the best fighters around his weight class.
I think it's a solid fight. I disagree. I don't think the fight trash, dog. I think it's a solid fight. I'm not saying I'm happy that Lamont Roach is getting the payday, so I'm one of them, But I do understand. I want to see Tank fight better competition, I do, but it is what it is.
Well, you know what my grandma used to say when you point, Zach.
I know, I feel you, Zach. I feel you. I got you, brother.
Your finger get broke when you start pointing. But let me ask Free, because Free, I'm gonna be honest, Free and Crush, both you guys kind of piss me off with y'all's takes on this thing. How do you
What take?
guys say y'all love the sport of boxing, but don't support people giving us big time fights? I want
Who
to
you
hear you
talking
guys'
about?
opinion on that.
Who are you talking about? First of all,
Yeah,
I'm talking about in general. Y'all act like turkey sandwich is not great for the sport of boxing. Why are y'all
no.
saying that?
No,
man.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I think about Turkey. Y'all keep giving him praise for giving us all of the fights that we want. I don't recall him giving me not one single fight that we want. Not one. The only fight that came close to being a fight that I wanted was the daggone the Arthur versus Bibble, but that wasn't put on by Turkey. That was put on by ESPN. That was Bud. I mean, Bob Earn put that fight on. He got funded by Turkey, but Bob Earn put that fight on. That's why that fight wasn't on the zone. Bob Earn put that fight on. So I don't recall a single fight that Turkey gave me that I wanted. He put on some decent fights, but not every fight that I wanted. Y'all giving him too much praise. Y'all giving him too much.
Hold on. One thing I'll say it is, Crush. Oh, go ahead, Crush. My bad.
Hold on.
Hey, man, stop. Put the glaze away. All right. Say the glaze for something else.
That's
Put
crazy.
the glaze on some plain donuts or something, man. Stop glazing the turkey bacon. I would not have that over here in our realm. I would not have
This is a sick Negro.
You daggone right I am, because I'm speaking facts. I'll be the sickest one until you catch this daggone disease. Follow me now. Man, you giving this dude too much praise. People talk about your excellence, Messiah, this, that, and the other. This is complete nonsense.
Yeah. I'm not calling another man your excellency, but my dad, but I'll call him Turkey, Al-Sheikh by his name.
Yeah, I'm going to call him Turkey. Turkey bacon is what he is to me. And then if he got a problem with it, he can come and see me. I don't have a problem with it. But come on, man. He's getting too much credit.
I'll say this. Now, you know what's so funny? Go ahead,
let me close out real quick. He has not yet moved the boxing meter. So when he can get boxing out of 17th spot and get it up within the top 15, top 10, then you can tell me he's doing something for boxing, okay? That's all I got.
Well, my question is this. Now, we see that El Rayo, that's a nice PBC card. You got El Rayo versus Antoine Russell. I don't think Antoine Russell can win, but if Antoine Russell won, could we see Tank Davis, Lamont Roach winner fight them for that WBA strap at 140? What do you guys think?
Well, I think Tank is still somewhat trying to stick to a list, so I don't know what he's going to do next, and I wait and find out after that. I think Antoine Russell and Arroyo should stick to what's next at 140.
Yeah, I don't know how you got two guys fighting at 135 for a WBA strap, automatically moving up to fight a guy at 140 for their strap when one of the guys said he's not moving up to 140, and the other guy, he hasn't fought at 140 yet. So we don't know if he's going to fight at 140, depending on what happens in the end of this fight. So I'm not saying
Lamont fought at 140 before. Lamont fought at 140 before.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't fought at 140.
35.
He fought at 35.
Sorry, my bad. 35. My mistake.
Yeah, so I don't know if either of these guys are going to move up and fight the winner for that fight at 140. Because, like I said, one of them said he's not fighting at 140. He's fighting at 135. And the other one has never fought at 140. Now, he said he was thinking about going to 140 prior to the Tank fight being made, but he hasn't fought there. And if he loses to Tank, I don't think they're going to put him in a ring with the winner.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
That wouldn't be very bright, yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys this. What do you think about what we get now where you have Stephen A. Smith, probably this generation's Howard Cosell, come out and say, we looking to see Tank, fight some real people. Lamont Roach is not it. What do you think about the great Stephen A. saying that?
This is what I think. Stephen A. doesn't know nothing about boxing, so I don't care what he says.
Cap.
He doesn't know nothing about boxing. He has nothing about boxing.
This is a sick Negro.
I
person.
wish they just stopped saying this, man. I wish they stopped saying when he's going to fight somebody like everybody else is doing the opposite of what he's not doing. When they going to fight each other, that's what everybody should be saying.
Yeah.
What is wrong with y'all?
Like,
Y'all keep putting the blame one way. If he ain't doing enough, neither are they. They all need to get at it. Stop putting it one way, man. Y'all get on my nerves with that nonsense, dog.
Yeah, like Stephen A. is not a credible person to listen to when it comes to the sport of boxing. He might have his own opinion, but he's not somebody that I listen to when we talking about this sport of boxing. Shit, we all know more than what Stephen A. knows in the sport of boxing.
Right.
Shit,
Way more.
Bentley, my man Zach B, Ace, Southern T, Big Dre, Juan, everybody in the chat knows more than Stephen A. Smith when it comes to sport of boxing. So
Everybody.
I don't listen to him as a credible source when it comes to sport of boxing because we know he don't know that much. He don't even know who these guys is unless somebody tell him who they are, and then he got to go do some research.
Yeah, you don't know.
Well, you know what? You know what's so
Overpaid
crazy
clown,
about
like
y'all?
Dre said.
Hold on, Dre. We don't agree with that. I would love to have Stephen A. come by one day. That
I
would be a
wouldn't.
dream. Stephen A. No. He don't speak for BBO boxing at all. He don't. Because you know what I will say? I'm excited about people like Timothy Bradley. Shout out to Timothy Bradley. I actually got a chance to speak with him. And shout out to Stephen A. for taking an interest in the sport that I love because you can't tell me the most successful sportscaster probably the last 10 years or more is not a good look. I would love to see, we never see boxing on Nightcap with Shannon Sharp and Ocho. I'm sure we all watch that show. That's my favorite sports show other than ours is Big Country Shannon and my man Ocho. But I'm gonna tell you this. I hope to have more of our fighters on ESPN First Take because when we had racist cheater Ryan Garcia and Devin the American Dream up there, I don't know about y'all. I was like elated to see that, to see two guys representing our sport on the biggest stage. I don't know about y'all. I was hyped about that. So I'm looking forward to Stephen A. He says he's going to take more of a look into boxing, and he was pretty critical about Tank, which I think is unfair. But I'll tell you this, man. The only place that's fair is where they raise pigs. So it is what it is, man. But let me ask you guys this. This is a big question I've been really wanting to ask everybody on the panel. And after this, we're gonna open up the chat. If anybody want to step in the doghouse, definitely smash the like button. We in here, we rocking. Appreciate everybody coming through. What do you guys think of seeing a guy like Canelo go over to, over there with Turkey, but we haven't seen Tank do it? Is Tank being stubborn, or what do you guys think? Because we already seen PBC fighters going over to Riyadh season. Is Tank the next one to go? What do you guys think?
He don't have to go over there, man. Don't have to go over there. That's the problem. Everybody's going over here. Riyadh. That's what's wrong with y'all.
Yeah. I think if Turkey gives a big enough bag, Tank will go over there and fight. I don't think. I mean, he didn't offer big enough bag for Tank Davis. So, like I said, unless he offered a big enough bag for Canelo, because Canelo said he gave the number. He said, if you want me to fight, this is what I'm looking for. So if he gives a big enough bag for Tank to go over there, I think Tank will go over there because Tank is fighting for the money. He's fighting for the money, and that's why I learned that about Tank Davis. So when people say, "Oh, he's not going for the stripes or whatever," well, he tried to get a unification fight. It didn't happen. So he's looking for money now. So and until this fight is over with, and Tank shows me something else, I'm okay with what he's doing. I know what he's doing. He's fighting for money. So when you know what the fighter is fighting for, and you can't be mad about it. You know what he's doing. You can't be mad when you see what he's doing. If you see, okay, he's fighting this guy because he's getting this amount of money. Okay, fine. It is what it is. You see this guy, he's over here, he's fighting just because he wants belt. He's fighting everybody that got a belt, or he's trying to get the guys that got belt. Okay, I'm fine with what he's doing. So when you realize what the fighters are fighting for, then you can be okay with it.
I love this guy, man. Shakur Stevenson. You know, I call him Shakur Sanchez sometime. But Shakur Stevenson, let me ask you guys this, and this is my question for you. Where does he get this ego from? Because I looked at his resume for a guy with those kind of accolades. I would say he has one of the weakest resumes I've ever seen. It's almost like if somebody got a 730 credit score, it's like the weakest 730 I ever seen. What do you guys think about Shakur and his mouth? And he really, if you look at it, if you kind of go through his resume with a fine tooth comb, he beat a couple okay guys. But what do you guys think about that?
No, you ain't gotta go through his resume with a fine tooth comb because it ain't number 3 names on there that you know. Maybe 4. There ain't number like 4 names on there that you know. You ain't gotta go through with a fine tooth comb. You can have a big tooth comb. It is what it is. But I think Shakur is he has the ego because of who he's around. He's around Andre Ward. He's around Bud Crawford. He's around what's the dude, Jay Prince, and all of those guys. He has that ego because of the people that he's around. If he wasn't around those guys, he probably wouldn't have the ego that he has, because when Shakur first came out, he was a quiet individual. He never really said too much. He gave everybody their credit, and he just wanted to fight certain guys. Now Shakur is more of, he ain't chasing legacies. He's chasing the big bag like Tank Davis. He changed his name to hashtag chasing the bag. So I think he's trying to sell himself. He saw what Keyshawn did, and Keyshawn was able to sell himself. Keyshawn had his first headline at his hometown, and he did over $1 million at the Live Gate. So he like, damn, he doing what he doing the numbers that I did, and he ain't even had as many fights as I had when I headlined my first card. And he's still doing the same type of numbers I'm doing. So he's trying to find a way to sell himself, and right now is not working. So we got to see if he changes it up.
What you got on that prize? I know Shakur is actually your favorite.
Nah, he's not my favorite, but he ain't been in there. I mean, he's been in there with some solid competition, but I want to see him, get pushed to the test with the other big names, So that's all about Shakur. But I still believe in him. I know y'all say, "Oh, he's boring. He ain't did this," and he's the kid can still fight, and he's going to make it tough for any one of these 35-pounders.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say he's boring. He's horrid to watch. I whether be at the dentist office or be I don't know, I whether be anywhere in the world than at a Shakur fight. But I wouldn't say he's boring. I just think he's horrible to watch. If you want to watch a guy, pit pat run, pit pat run, he's perfect for that. But let me ask you guys this. This is my only question. Why is Shakur so disrespectful to the black fighters? Calling them the N-word. I really want to know, how come guys have a problem with Shakur saying the N-word, but they have a problem with other folks saying the N-word? Should Shakur, as a Puerto Rican, be saying the N-word? What do you guys think?
Shakur's a black kid. I don't know what you're talking about. Name is Shakur Stevenson.
I seen him with the Puerto Rican flag
and he might got a little mix in there. He might. I mean, what that mean? He might got a little bit. His dad might be half black, half Spanish, but it's not like he was raised in Puerto. You make it seem like he. I mean, he's a black kid, and he a young boy. They all talk like that. They all dropped the N-bomb right there on the press conference in front of all the Caucasians. So he ain't doing none of these. What these young boys do?
Hey, Prize, I'm gonna say this, my nigga. You call me the Puerto Rican prince. Ain't nobody.
I've never called you that.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about BBO.
Oh,
he called me the Puerto Rican prince. I was just shouting you out. But BBO called me the Puerto Rican prince. I mean, if you know me, you know I'm half Puerto Rican. My father was Puerto Rican. My mother's black. But ain't nobody gonna stop me from saying the N-word because I'm black. I'm black.
You don't count, free. You like Fat Joe. You're a black Puerto Rican. It don't count.
My whole thing is you're not going to get mad at a black person saying the N word the same way you would get mad at another race.
Like
See,
Ryan Garcia.
and like I said, me personally, I don't get upset about people saying the N word because I was raised a certain way. And I understand people that does get upset about it. I understand that. I'm not knocking anybody that does get upset about it. Me personally, I don't get upset because you name calling me doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me not one bit. You calling me a nigga the same way as you calling me the B word or calling me the P word. It doesn't bother me. I know I'm not that, and I know you can't prove that I'm that. So it doesn't bother me, but I understand why other people get mad about it.
Yeah, I can dig that. I can dig. That's a good point.
Let me ask you guys this. Now I've been on this guy's helmet. I've been on this brother's helmet, man. But shout out to the brother. Where is he from? I think he's from Philadelphia. Shout out to Boots Ennis, man, on getting a fight with a real monster, man. And Emmanuel Stanionis, man. What do you guys think about this fight? He finally giving us what he said he was, unification. What do you guys think? Salute to my brother Remo pulling through.
Well,
I told you that's what he was going to do. I told you that's what he was going to do. They said they wasn't going to 54 because they want to unify. And I said, the only fight I want to see Boots in there with is a unification unless he has a mandatory. I knew he didn't have no mandatories coming up because he just fought one. So he's doing exactly what he said he was going to do. And I told y'all, I'm going to hold that man to his word. Until he showed me otherwise, I'm going to hold him to his word. He said he wanted unify. He's doing what he said he was going to do. The same way we gave Earl Spence the benefit of the doubt is the same way I'm giving Boots the benefit of the doubt. So as long as he giving me a unification or a mandatory fight, I have no problem him staying at 47 and not going up to 54.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and I threw this in the chat on Just Do channel early when he announced it. And shout out to Boots and shout out to boxing. We getting a fight that all of us want to see. And I'm gonna say this, and y'all take this and use it. When you let the business of boxing, when you let business do business, then things work out better. That means shut the F up. Stop trying to tell when something should go down because it ain't none out of control. And let the business handle the business. And then we'll get something that we all want to see. And that's what happened with Boots Ennis, standing on this. That's the only way things get done. Not when you crying about it and yelling and who this and who that. You ain't looking for the fan. Let the business do the business, like I've been telling you. Damn.
Let me go to a quick commercial real quick and be right back, y'all.
On behalf of BVO Boxing TV, we would like to thank our sponsor. On behalf of BVO Boxing TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon. Don't forget to grab your Raycon Everyday Earbuds, the perfect bass model for premium sound, with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They're ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit rayconglobal.com. That's rayconglobal.com and elevate your listening experience.
R.I.P. Cap Cup, man. Shout out to my man Big Dre. And definitely go to rayconglobal.com. That's rayconglobal.com. Thank you guys so much for the opportunity, man, for what you guys are doing. And we plan on being, doing everything you guys need to do. But let me ask you guys
BBL,
this.
real
Now,
quick,
I'm excited.
BBL, real quick.
Go
Don't
ahead.
you have a special code when they go to there? Don't you got a special code to drop?
It's not live. I gotta talk to her tomorrow, but
okay, no doubt.
It's a 50% off code. We'll have it tomorrow.
Yeah,
the one I gave was wrong. So we had a 50% off code tomorrow. Good looking out on that one, Price. But quick question on that. Quick question while we talking about this. Now, one of my favorite fighters, man, is about to fight. Keith sometimes Thurman. What you guys think about Keith sometimes Thurman on his way to Australia to fight some dude who just got beat to death at 140. What do you guys think about that?
He fighting Conan the Barbarian looking.
It's a nice tune-up fight for Keith Thurman to get ready for Tim Tszyu. That's the reason why he's fighting in Australia. He's getting ready for Tim Tszyu because they had that fight lined up until Keith Thurman got injured. So that would be, barring anything happening in this fight, that will be Keith Thurman next fight. Will be Tim Tszyu. So I mean, it's a good comeback fight for Keith Thurman. I mean, the man been out of the ring for 3 years, so he gotta
Damn,
fight
it's been that
somebody.
long.
Yeah, he fought Mario Barrio in
Yeah,
February 2022.
that was the last fight. Dang, that's crazy.
My brother said he's fighting Clark Kent. Go ahead. Go
Hey,
ahead.
Man,
yeah, Brock
nobody,
Lesnar been in Israel. He looked like the Terminator or something, bro. Like Arnold to me.
nobody is missing. But I'm gonna speak for myself on this one. I am not and have not missed Keefy Poo. Okay, man, been out of the ring for 3 years. Y'all are too daggone thirsty. There has to be a statute of limitation here. Once they out too long, that is it. I've been doing fine without Keith Thurman. We haven't been talking about him. Has he been on the latest episode of Where Are They Now? No, he has not. So Keefy Poo, who put his career on stall so many times, I really don't give a flying flute. Okay? I don't care. Call me mean, call me evil, call me a hater. You and Keith can get the finger. Okay? I don't care.
Bentley and BBO is excited about Keith sometime coming back. I don't care either, Crush. He's fighting the they Brock Lesnar and Clark Kent. And like I mean, but D Free hit it right on the head. He's getting ready for a fight so they can try to bring Zoo back and give him a name. But who cares? But BBO and Bentley.
Bentley,
I mean,
Hey,
I don't
hey,
call him.
you,
I don't call him Keith sometimes. I don't call him. I ain't gonna disrespect the man like that. I call him
oh,
Keith
hey,
once upon a
disrespecting.
time. He's Keith once upon a time.
Right.
Hey, you know what's so cold? The Puerto Rican met the man and talking like that.
Hey, like I said, when I met him, I was trying to figure out how the heck he was fighting at 147. That man looked every bit a good 180, 190, because I'm 195 and he was basically my size. I'm like, how the hell is he fighting at 147? This dude is huge. Pause. I'm like,
You definitely can't deny that. But like I said, I forgot about this. I'm sorry, guys. But if you guys want to support the channel, it doesn't matter the numeral number. It's just about supporting the channel. We try to get 3 appreciations to the show. So if you guys want to support the channel, it don't matter the number. You guys are more than welcome to doing it. We appreciate you guys. It looks like we're gonna be getting our stuff fully monetized in a couple of days. We had to delete some videos or whatever. So that's what we had to do. That's what's taking so long. But pretty soon you'll be able to super chat and show love that way as well. But I would say this about Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman and Kell Brook both got ducked by Floyd Joy Mayweather, in my humble opinion. And I don't understand why, people don't ever bring that up about Floyd ducking Kell Brook and ducking Keith Thurman. What do you guys think about that?
Bullish. Maybe Kell Brook, but Keefy Poo, no.
He told him to go beat Earl Spence and then he'll fight him. He ain't want to do that. So
And he said, "Give me $10 million for a prospect."
right, right.
Prospect at the time. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, he ain't want to fight, Crush. I never liked Keith Thurman when he got those belts. I liked Keith Thurman when he was rumbling, "Don't duck me, son. Don't duck me, son." You know what I mean? I like that Keith Thurman. When he got them belts, man, he started, "Not gonna happen, baby." You know what I mean? You gonna fight Earl. Hey, we gonna see you fight Earl Spence this year. Not gonna happen, baby. Yeah, he a weirdo playing flutes. I'll be glad when he's gone. I'm tired. He was good, like Bentley said, once upon a time. With but like Free just said, Keith once upon a time. That's a perfect name for him. Y'all don't steal that from D Free either.
hey, BBO, blow my avatar up real quick. I want y'all to see how big Keith Thurman is. Look at I'm 195. Keith Thurman looks every bit a good 180, 190.
That's crazy.
How are you making 147?
Yeah.
Cutting 40
Okay.
pounds, man. That's not unusual.
Keith was down there eating that gator and stuff down there in Florida, man. You know, I don't know what he got
And
going
you
on.
know what's so funny though? You know
He
what's so
is
funny,
husky
man?
as I don't know what right now.
It's two people that I'll say get the most hate, and this is just just something we gonna get off on this one. But man, I feel like Tank Davis and Earl Spence get the most hate because they got fan bases. Is it just me or am I tripping? But I feel like people go out their way to hate on, Earl. Not so much anymore because Earl been, he got beat dead. But before that, I feel like people go out their way, man. Because some of the stuff I hear about Tank Davis, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not about the crown or it's not about the seat he's in. I think they just hate the little dude. I mean, am I wrong to think that, or you guys think I'm overreacting?
You ain't overreacting. I agree with you 1,000%. And anybody that disagree, I don't care.
What you think, Free?
You said ask the question again.
No, I was saying, do you guys think the hate that Tank and Errol Spence get is just out of pocket? Because I really feel like it's personal with these guys. Like, I thought maybe it was because Tank was wearing the crown, but some of the stuff that comes out about Tank is not about the crown, like his hair. Who gives a f with his hair? Like, I mean, I'm not dating him. Like, what do you care about his hair for?
Yeah, some people just truly hate Tank Davis because of the limelight that he's in. And the same thing with Earl. They truly hate Earl because of the limelight. They felt like other people deserve to be in the spot that they are in, and they only in that spot because of whatever situation they got themselves to that spot. So, but the ones that hate on Tank Davis for the fights, I'm not mad about that because they want to see him in the best fights. They believe he's one of the top guys. They want to see him in the best fights, who they believe is also one of the top guys. I'm not mad about that. But when they start getting personal, then it's a different level. It has nothing to do with boxing. When you start talking about their personal lives, that has nothing to do with boxing. You just hate the individual.
Yeah,
they
Billy,
be
I ain't
hating
talking
on
about
them.
you,
They
man. I'm
hate
talking
Dev the
about
same
other
way.
fans. Go ahead.
I said they hate Devin the same way. He can't do nothing right.
Yeah, they hate Devin the same way. Like if it's boxing, I have no problem with it because you believe that he's one of the top guys. You want to see him in a
They
ring
go
with
too
another top
far
guy.
though now, D Free. They taking
No,
pictures.
that's what
Men
I
are
said.
taking pictures of other men's braids
I have no problem with the
and leg
the
tattoos, D Free. It's
boxing
gone too far.
aspect of it. I have no problem with the boxing aspect. But when you start going personal and you start talking about what they're wearing and who they're dating and all this other stuff that has nothing to do with boxing,
They talk
then
about
it's
his
just
hair.
it's
Free.
pure hate.
Listen to what I'm saying. The men are talking about his hair.
I'm not listening to the men talking about his hair.
Why are they
You're
doing that? Free Crush. Why are they doing that?
because
Ain't
you're
that
listening. They doing it because you're listening to it.
No, I didn't listen to anything. I
Feed
just saw
into it.
something.
No,
I just
I
saw
don't.
something. I didn't listen to
No,
nothing. I saw something. I was like, what?
I don't feed into that because I know it's just pure hate, and they have
It wasn't
some
hate. It sounded like a
other.
love letter to me, but
They
I don't
got
know.
they got some other alternative on their mind, so I don't pay attention to that. I only listen to the boxing aspect. I don't care about. I told y'all this a long time ago. I don't care what none of these guys do outside the ring. I don't know none of them personally outside of the Russells. I don't know none of these guys personally. I don't care what they do outside the ring. I only care about what goes on the ring. As long as their outside doesn't affect what goes on the ring, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah.
I'm talking about his braids, T. Some people just be like, look, what do you think about his braids? Huh? What do you think, guys? Like, I never ask another man what you think of, and post another man talking about what y'all think about his hair. I just want to see him get in there and fight. I don't care about his hair and his leg tattoos.
I'm
It's
gonna be
weird.
honest with you. If a person asks me, "What do I think about his hair?" I'm gonna ask you what you think about it.
Right.
I haven't thought about it at
all.
So what do you think about it?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. These fans and these YouTubers and streamers are y'all weird. Some of y'all are weird. Bro.
That's going to be my response. I haven't thought about it at all. What do you think about it?
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
why do you have his hair on your mind?
Right. Why is you worrying about this man hair, bro? Is you worried about this man? Are you about to watch him fight Lamont Roach, or you worried about what his hair and his clothes gonna look like on fight night?
Hey,
Like,
you know what
Hey,
I can say?
salute to
weird, man.
my brother Scholar, man. Salute to my
Check
brother.
it out.
Oh, my bad. I forgot to bring this up. Tomorrow we're gonna have my man Evan Tovin, Regis's former manager. He's gonna be on. He's gonna come talk some trash with us, man.
Oh
Salute to my
yeah.
man. I appreciate you, man. You know, hey, he's got to be the funniest Negro in boxing.
Yeah, that was
I love
crazy.
that guy. He's got to be the funniest Negro in boxing.
Him and Bill, that was classic, bro. That was if you want a good laugh, bro.
Oh yeah,
that dude,
Juan, it's gonna get me a lot for the pause game, man. Because you know what, I'm gonna be honest, and you know, I'm gonna end the show with this.
he not gonna do nothing.
I'm gonna say this: when it comes to the pause game, it's a lot of fun. It's cool, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't really like where it take your mind that where you thinking everything somebody say is like off the wall. It's like, yeah, it's fun. I'll do it sometime, but I ain't really tripping about that because I really don't care if people get it now, bro. That's not something I'm even thinking about.
You the one that started it over here.
Hey, that's what I said. Hey, that's what I said. But hey, I'll try to get better, Free, because you know what happened? I did it in front of my auntie, man, and my auntie let me have it. So I'm gonna listen to my auntie.
When you do it in front of some older folks, especially somebody close to you, they're gonna be like, "Hold up, what are you thinking about?"
Right.
What are you thinking? You just like them people talking about.
Don't get me started on that. Don't even get me started.
What happened was I think my cousin said something. He about to turn the knob. I said, "Oh, he about to turn the knob."
Hey.
Hey, and my aunt heard me say that, and man, I ain't gonna lie, man, she let me have it, bro. She let me have it.
Yeah,
hey, and you know what? Like I told you, auntie, it's about being better, and I'm gonna do it. We're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna be better. Not talk about being better. We're gonna be better each and every day, and that's what it's all about, man. So you know, you don't hear BVO saying it as much, and yes, I did start it. Thanks for free throwing me under the bus. Typical Puerto Rican style. You see how he threw me right under the bus?
That's crazy.
I didn't throw him under the bus.
All is good, man. Go ahead.
I didn't throw him under the bus.
I said you threw me under the bus.
I don't know what's happening right now, too.
I didn't throw you under the bus. No,
I don't know what's happening right now, Southern T.
Everybody in the chat know that Prize, myself, and Crush do not play the pause game like that.
I'll
you.
Snap.
Yeah. You pause.
All I know is you.
You might would just come out with a song.
You act like people in the chat haven't been here the whole time. They been here. They know who played the pause game.
Right.
But we getting better. We getting better, man. And you know what, man? I want to thank each and every one of you guys supporting, because I remember when there was just two people. And you know, me and Prize was on that laptop going back and forth. So to see the show doing so well, shout out to my man, you know, Crush. Shout out to the Puerto Rican Free. I ain't gonna lie, you kind of remind me of Martin when he had that episode when he stole his CD player.
Man, sit your $5 tail down before I make change.
That was a good episode.
Hey, when he said that to Cole, I'll never forget this. Sit your $5.
Hey man,
the
part that always give me about that movie. The part that always give me about that movie is when my man Nino grabbed that little girl and said, "Oh."
Yo, Sergeant T said BBO room on y'all. Oh damn.
Oh, here you go. Here you go, man. Here you go, man. He said a pause game versus the game. Hey, you know what? On that note, I'm gonna put it like this, man. And this is my final time talking about this. I always Puff would just come out and say, "Hey, I'm a cupcake," because the stories on him is ridiculous, bro. I'm gonna just say that right now.
Yo,
they ridiculous, man. The stories you hear about this boy Puff.
I just watched
Tommy. He said, "No, salute to y'all for being my favorite YouTube show." Hey, and salute to Juan. Juan be out there every morning with his broom sweeping out front. Right now he got his shovel out. But if you want to go get you a bacon, egg, and cheese,
that's crazy.
Hit my man Juan up. He take all day, but he one of the best Puerto Ricans you can meet, man.
Oh,
You have to excuse.
Appreciate y'all for the likes, hitting our 20
Hey,
likes. We appreciate y'all.
I'm gonna let y'all know. Picasso is the only man on YouTube. Nobody knows what he looks like.
Damn.
Yes.
Nobody knows what Picasso looks like.
Hold on. That's not true, Freak.
That's a
He
good
said
thing.
he
I
was with
tried
you
to
at the
be like
fight when y'all
until
went to see Arrow.
I tried to be like that.
You said what,
Free
BBO?
until BVO made me get on the daggone camera. I was trying to be like homie.
No,
brother
I was
Picasso.
saying Picasso said one time that he was with you at the Arrow fight. He was behind you or
No,
something crazy
that
like
man said he was standing behind us, and we was like, where? He was like, man, I'm by the speaker. Like, man, there's speakers all over this daggone stadium. What speaker are you by? He said, I'm right here. He told us, I'm right here where all the people at. Nigga, we in a fight. What are you talking about?
Yo,
We never seen Picasso. We never seen Picasso
Hey,
at all.
you know Picasso went to school
Shout
with
out
Jesus,
Picasso.
so that's
This
why they
man
saying that.
Picasso said he took a picture with Champside. I said, Champside don't know that was you. Don't nobody know what you look like. You just said you took a
Champside don't know
picture
that shit.
with Champside. You like,
Hey, you know what's funny?
Oh, man.
You know
Shout out
what's funny
Picasso.
out
Y'all,
everything,
why
man.
y'all trolling that, man?
Shout out to my man Thomas from Soundview, man. I went to the Bronx to go see Thomas, and he spun me for an hour. I'll never forget that. I came all the way on the train from Manhattan to see Tommy, and he spun me, told me he getting a haircut, knowing he got a bald head.
all right, T.
That was
I'll
crazy.
be watching T.
Definitely, T.
But on that note, man, we're gonna get out of here, man. We be back tomorrow with Crush the Legend. Crush the Legend got a crazy show for y'all. People don't know this. He's talking about who's the biggest star, man. Jay-Z or Drake. That's gonna be huge, man. Your boy Crush is doing his thing, so don't miss that tomorrow, man. Let me get our sponsor. We out of here, y'all. Go ahead.
Skylar crazy.
Built on that joint tomorrow. Woo! So don't miss it. That.
He said, "Come on the train, BVO."
That's crazy.
Hold on. He said, "I invited BVO to the City Island on my dime." Oh, get out of here! They don't take no EBT card out there, man. Stop.
Picasso said he took a picture with Blu-ray too. Shout out, homie Picasso.
Know who Picasso is.
That's what's up, though.
Hey, but we out here, y'all. We out here. We'll see y'all, man. Let me hear from our sponsor. We get with y'all. Hey,
Peace.
Juan, hit me up, man. Peace.
On behalf of BVO Boxing TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon. Don't forget to grab your Raycon Everyday Earbuds, the perfect bass model for premium sound with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They're ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit rayconglobal.com. That's rayconglobal.com and elevate your listening experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching BVO. And if you're down with BVO, subscribe and join the community. Have a great night.